What's up, everyone? Welcome back to a brand new video on the channel, and welcome to some Forza Horizon 5. This is going to be a weird video. It's going to be very interesting because there's a lot of kind of weird planning going into this. What I want to do is I want to try and go ahead and see what the cheapest possible drift car is that I can make in this game. That being said, I will include the auction house. That's how I'm going to be buying my cars, because I think the cheapest car you can possibly buy in the auto show is, what, 18 grand, is it? Or is it 20 grand or something like that? Can't remember which car it is exactly. I think it might have been one of the, oh man, what is it? I thought it was a Vauxhall Monaro or something like that. I think that's probably one of the cheapest. No, that's 25 grand. There's 20 grand for this. I don't think there's anything else that's cheaper than 20 grand if I want to go into the actual, you know, auto show to buy a car. So that's why I'm going to include the auction house and then try to see what people are selling and try to see if I can get myself a very, very cheap car, which I will then in turn make it into the cheapest drift car possible. Obviously, you know, I think the biggest thing is going to be actually finding a car. That is the biggest thing, because afterwards the parts are going to cost the same, right? The drift suspension is going to cost the same. Any sort of power upgrades is going to cost the same. The diff is going to cost the same. You know, stuff like that is all going to be the same. So here's the setup that I've changed on this. Max bid to 3,000, max buy to 30,000, because I think there's a limit on how low you can go. And yeah, we have Mitsubishi GTO. We can bid 2K and maybe try and win that. I'm trying to see if I can find something with more power. We could do M3. We could do E46 M3. That's a very good one. There's the Monaro. Oof, I'm kind of tempted to go with the Monaro. You know why I want to go with the Monaro? Because it has more power. It has more power. I think this is completely stock though. Yeah, it is completely stock. 3 grand though. 3 grand for a car. Like, it's so cheap. It's so cheap when you think about it. The M3 would be good. But again, I just feel like the Monaro has the literally a V8 in it, with so much torque, has so much power. You can have an S14. I'm trying to have a look again at some other cars that we can put here. Maybe what I can possibly try to do is go into this and change the max buyout to 100k. See if there's anything more interesting, but I don't think there is. Right? I think that is everything that we have here. Maybe 2k if I go with this. I feel like with 2k we're gonna have to wait a lot longer to try and find the car that we like. Supra, not much. I think that Monaro might be the one. I love how I initially said it as well, where we're looking at the auto show. And by the looks of things, I think this turns out to be the best deal. So 3,000 credits. I'm gonna place bid. So 3k credits is very cheap though. If you want to buy a car for 3k credits, that is super cheap. So let's try to see if we can try and win this Monaro for 3,000 credits. And I'll be right back. And there it is. With the winning bid of 3,000 credits, we got ourselves a Monaro. So far we spent only 3,000 credits. Okay, well, I have made the most expensive drift car in this game before. I have made the video on it, but I've never made the cheapest drift car in this game. So that's why I wanted to try it, see if I can do something. To be honest with you, I just wanted to drive. I just wanted to drift a little bit, you know. I mean, they're all these are pretty much the same. I guess this is the newest one since it's here. And okay, well, let's see what we can do with a Vauxhall Monaro. Like I said, this thing has a big old V8 in it, so I think power-wise this should be just fine. Now, one thing that we definitely need is a diff. So I'm gonna try and probably buy. I might just buy the sports diff. It's the cheapest. It's the cheaper one out of the lot. Obviously, this one. I mean, locking the diff. I'm trying to think here, right? When I decelerate with this thing, so basically when I slow down with it, it's still gonna be open. It's just when I accelerate, I can fully lock this diff. So I think sports diff is what I'm gonna put on here. No transmission change, nothing like that. As for this, and then drift suspension, actually we'd need to put drift suspension on it because then we have more steering angle, which is very much needed. So that's 3,500 credits. technically, I think I can keep it like this. Is there anything else that I feel like it's necessary? I'm trying to think. Maybe tires or something like that? I don't think so, right? I don't think so. Let me have a quick look here. The stock tires versus something like, you know, like snow tires or something like that. What are they like? Pretty much the same as snow tires in terms of grip. Obviously, handling kind of goes up slightly. Snow tires are usually the best, or drag tires are usually the best when it comes to building something for drifting. Snow tires, though, because they're much harder substance, I guess. The rubber that's in it is just stiffer. It's just harder in general. So you can slide a little bit easier with it. I don't think I'm going to do anything with the tires. Power-wise, though. Power. Do I need to do anything with the power? It's got 400 horsepower. I feel like on stock tires with 400 horsepower and a lock diff, we could probably try to do something with it. Man, I think that the transmission is going to be the worst, I think. The transmission is going to be the worst. So that's, what was that? 3,350? Is that what it was? I think that's what it was. So far, we're under 10 grand still. Alright, so, well, this needs to get pumped up all the way. Because that'll help. Probably not the front, but the rear definitely. Can't change anything there. Here, we can change a couple things. I think I might actually have to... I think I might actually have to change my toe quite a lot for this. We'll see when we drive. As for this, I'm going to soften the front end and stiffen the rear end. Making this thing super, super boat-like, basically. Trying to get it so I can get it to just stay oversteering all the time. I'm trying to think what else we could possibly do to this thing. Should I just try test drive it and see what it's like? Yeah, let's just test drive it. I might have to mess with the toe, though. I might have to mess around with the toe a little bit. We'll see. Let's just do that for now and see what it's like. Oh man, this is gonna be so odd to drive. Less than 10k, and we have this thing. Okay. It does go sideways. These tires suck ass, by the way. Incredibly underpowered. We could probably do some sort of weight reduction. It might help this thing a lot. Though, but like, do I want to spend more money on a weight reduction? Oh my god, I can't have a lot of angle with it because these tires suck. These tires suck for the amount of power that it has. I mean, it's good to drive it normally, but I feel like it just doesn't have a lot of power for it. And then, oh my god, he changes gears so slowly. Handling-wise, it ain't too bad. I can't really complain about it handling-wise. It's just a little bit underpowered. A little bit underpowered. I'm trying to think though. Should I give it more power? With about 1,800 credits, I can twin turbo this thing. I think we can twin turbo swap this thing, and it gives it a lot more power, like a big boost of power. This is the most amount of power you can get, and it's still under 10 grand. I might do it. Wait, is it still under 10 grand? Wait, we paid we're what, 6,000? Yeah, we're under 10 grand. What am I talking about? Of course we are. Or we could do supercharger. Same power. Oh, interesting. We could do supercharger. It's a little bit more lenient power. It makes the car slightly heavier though. But I feel like it's a little bit more lenient, and instead of having sort of like a gap and then just having to stay really high in the revs, I think the torque delivery is so much smoother with this. Even though power and torque is pretty much the exact same. Let's put a supercharger, because it's cheaper as well. Only 1,500 credits. Okay, cool. Nice. That's even better. That's even better than the turbo. We have so much more power now. Surely this is going to be so much nicer to drive. I just want this to be able to push itself along without me having to struggle to have to like try and transition a lot or whatever. I just want this thing to be able to push itself along. Okay? So let's go from the top of the mountain. Can we get 1,000,000 points with it? Could you imagine the cheapest mil points that you could possibly get is with this thing? Okay. Sounds good. Oh, I like it. I like it. I like it. Yep, it's definitely better. It's insanely noticeable. Still though, the gear ratios are too long. Gear ratios are too long. Maybe play manual clutch with this car. Maybe that'll help out a little bit more. It's really not doing a terrible job. I can't go into fourth. I feel like in fourth it's just gonna die. Second's doing okay. It does reach its limit. Tons of angle though. That's the one thing that I feel like this thing is gonna struggle with because I can't drive too quickly with it. Oh god. Alright, cool. Well, let's try see if I can get 1,000,000 points. I don't think it's gonna be possible, but I'm gonna try it anyway. Handling wise is pretty easy to control. It definitely just wants to stay sideways a lot. And that suspension setup definitely helps it. Kind of just oversteer all the time, which is good for transitioning, I think having a car constantly want to transition is good. Especially a car that has really low power like this. Try to keep it in fourth. Alright, let's keep it in fourth and try head into this corner. Oh, I need more angle. That is not enough angle. Come on, come on, come on. Try to drift this thing kind of strategically. I do still want the 1,000,000 points though. Come on. Oh, it's so bad. It's so incredibly underpowered. It's incredibly underpowered. I think once we get to the section of this run where we're just constantly going downhill, I think that's when this thing is actually going to be able to do something. Because right now at the very beginning, you're kind of going uphill a little bit. And it's very noticeable with this thing that pushing itself uphill is just, it just doesn't want to do it. It really, really struggles with it. God, this is some terrible sliding, but I mean, I can either do it smoothly and it'll look good, but I won't get points, or I can try and get the points. I kind of want to get the points. Oh, as ugly as this is. Come on. Even slightly going off the road here. Oh my god, bro, this is so bad. This is horrendous. See what I mean by when you're going downhill, it actually doesn't really mind too much. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. As soon as there's a slight uphill, it just absolutely shits itself. When it goes downhill, it's fine. Oh god, even mid-corner, bro, I can't. It just doesn't have the power. It pushes itself along. Maybe I should have changed the way my camber and my toe is for the rear. I thought it would have been useful to have at least a bit of grip, so I got rid of some of the camber for the rear end. I was thinking maybe we can have a little bit of power to be able to push myself along now. I think the tires are super wide on this as well. That doesn't really help out too much. And also the way the fact that it weighs 1,700 kilos, you know, that's very heavy. They could have a beefy V8 in it, supercharged V8, but if it weighs that much, constantly trying to spin those wheels, especially in third. Second's just too short for some of the corners, you know? That's why I'm keeping it in third. Everything else, though, is kind of doing alright, like I said. I think suspension setup is okay. Very basic stuff, though, for the suspension. I didn't really do anything crazy. And then diff, I kind of just locked the acceleration and that's it. I honestly, I think I may have expected this thing to be quite a bit worse than what it is. Nice. Oh, come on. I don't think we're getting the mill. No, boys. I don't think we're getting the mill. I probably should have been already at 900,000 points because we literally have like 2 corners left. No. The thing is that corner is really banked as well, so I can't keep it in third. Oh god, it's over. But seriously though, 950,000 points with a car that literally cost me less than 10 grand to build. That's so stupid. Let me try something. I made my toe and camber quite a bit more extreme. And I'm trying to see if that'll help. It actually changes direction so quickly now. With this toe setup. Oh my god. It like snaps into... Oh my god. It just snaps into a slide so quickly. Definitely better than what it was before, I'll tell you that. Maybe I could actually do a mil points now with it. Also with the slightly more excessive camber for the rear end. Means there's less of a surface touching the road. So, I feel like that'll help quite a bit. I'm kind of leaning back now, so hopefully you guys can see. Here we go. So, basically, less of a surface touching the road because I have more camber on the rear end. Kind of hopefully trying to see if that makes it so third gear is a little bit more usable, you know, it stays kind of revved up high and I'm able to do kind of slightly longer slides, you know, without the gear pretty much just dying. And it feels like it's kind of worked. It feels like it worked. At least a little bit, anyway. Oh my god, I'm actually holding a slide. Oh my god. That was an actual long slide that I just held. I'm kind of impressed. I'm not gonna lie. In the car, not myself. Oh god. I don't have any power. I don't have power and I don't have speed. Okay, now we're going downhill, so I feel like we should be good. Kind of just send it sideways. Hope for the best. And this way. This transition. Yes. There we go. $800,000 points. I feel like we've reached 800,000 points slightly earlier than before. Come on. I only need an extra 50k points. Compared to the last time. An extra 50,000 points. And we could probably try and do a mil. Okay, I kept it in second all the way around there. Just to see. Okay, I've reached 900,000 points. I think slightly earlier than the last time. But is it enough? Is it enough? I don't think it's enough, boys. I don't think it's enough. I honestly don't think it's enough. Ah, it's so hard. It's so hard. It's so hard. It's so hard, bro. When it doesn't have power, it's so hard. Try to do third, maybe? $981. I just wanted to stretch like slide out. For God's sake, bro, it's so close to getting a mil points. Oh god. Maybe with some better driving than maybe I'm able to do it. It's so hard to do. But listen, I squeezed out 981,000 points on this event. With a car that I spent less than 10 grand building. I honestly think that's a victory in my eyes. Even the clutch kicking just doesn't help as much. It kind of gets it to go sideways a little bit, but it doesn't. I'm going fully downhill now. As soon as we start going uphill, it's just struggling. You can see even going downhill, I'm not hitting limiter at all. It's struggling to hit limiter. It's just the grip. It's grip, power, and grip, power, and weight. That's the thing that's messing with this thing, with this car. It is definitely still driftable though. You can still get 3 stars in pretty much whatever zone you want to play on. Actually, I want to see. Can I go to a different zone and try still get like 3 stars on it? I feel like it's still possible to do. Should we try this one? 130,000 points. Let's try that one. Let's see. This was like a lot less of a kind of, you know, it's not as complex. You kind of just go into it sideways and have as much angle as possible. So let's try this one and see. There's something like the kind of Esta one. A lot more complex. This one you just kind of need a lot of power or a lot of speed. Fourth gear, terrible. We're gonna end up going uphill here, so I feel like I'm gonna struggle quite a lot. Try to get as many points as possible. Even if I have to manji. There's 3 stars already. Told you, man. I told you, people. You can get 3 stars in whatever drift zone you want with a car that costs less than 10 grand. That is crazy to me. That I'm able to do that. With this disgusting thing. It's so bad. It's so bad. Or else. What about off-road? What's off-road like? I wonder if off-road you can still do the same thing. Should I try it? Should I try and see? With the stock tires. I feel like with the stock tires off-road, it might actually not be too bad. Lots and lots of slippage. That's good. I don't know how many points you actually need for this. Is it still 130,000 points? Surely not, right? This is much longer. Or much shorter. Seems a lot more complex. Plus it's all off-road. Oh my god. Third gear at least hits limiter. Oh no, please don't go off. I can fully accelerate off a standstill. And it actually still slides. Is that 3 stars? Oh my god, it was 70,000 points. Oh my god. I told you, this thing's just funny to drive. Alright, well, I'm gonna leave the video there. I thought this was just kind of a fun little concept to try and see if it's possible to do. Basically just try to get you know, as many points as possible with a car that I built that costs less than 10 grand. You can even do a fat burnout with it as well. Nice. A little rolling burnout as well. Okay, this thing does a really good job. Alright, anyway, well, I'm going to outro the video here. Thank you for watching, everybody. Hopefully you enjoyed it. If you want to see more videos like this on the channel, and of course, subscribe, like this video, comment, share, do whatever it is you guys would like to do. But yeah, I appreciate you guys for supporting the channel and all that, and for watching the video, of course. But yeah, anyway, I'm going to leave it there. I'll see you guys in the next video. Goodbye.